I'm a huge basketball fan and player, love basketball, always have. So I'm really glad that the San Antonio Spurs and Wemby, the alien, beat the friggin' Oklahoma City Floppers. I haven't watched a full game in several years probably, and I just kind of loosely follow what's happening. But Wemby is like the first player since Kobe maybe, or Russell Westbrook, I guess, but the first like all-world player that has potential to be the GOAT, that has that mentality, that killer mentality that's not afraid to be the villain. And he trained with monks last year, and like dribble a basketball up a mountain and all kinds of crazy stuff training with those monks. And one of the things that they told him is, you are not a cat. You are not domesticated. You are a tiger, and you need to be willing to unleash that tiger from within. And I think that applies to many, many, many people. Going back to the crazy theme, I think that there are so many people, I know so many people that have that crazy in them, but in order to fit in society, in order to adhere to the framework that their nurture gave them as they grew up and were told to get good grades and be a good member of society and don't get in trouble and don't rock the boat, and in religious cases, to be like their religious leader or deity. And that has caged people who are tigers into sort of a house cat type of setting in their own lives, but the cage is invisible. You can break free of that by simply deciding, like Wemby did, I'm okay with being a villain. I am who I am, and it is destructive to me, to my nature, to cage a tiger and treat it like a domesticated house cat. And so, if that resonates, if you like Wemby for some reason, you're not quite sure why, or Kobe, or MJ, or any of these people with a killer mentality, Tom Brady, maybe look at yourself in the mirror and be like, man, maybe there's something in me that I need to let out, that I need to let roar, that I need to embrace the crazy. Kanye West has been basically ostracized from all of society because he's crazy, right? He's just who he is. But people think he's crazy. And yet, he's going to be playing, I don't remember where it is in Europe, in Istanbul. He's going to be playing a live show for 120,000 fans. It's the largest stadium thing, I guess, ever for an event that wasn't the Olympics or something. And it's not a football game. It's not the World Cup. It's not, some pop star that's shoved down everyone's throats like Taylor Swift. It's someone that has been ostracized from society, cut off from his bank accounts, cut off from all social media platforms, banned from everything. And yet, because he's just who he is, and because he has talent, and because he's willing to put himself out there as someone who's crazy, but awesome, as a tiger, not someone that society can domesticate like a tabby cat, he is now more popular than he ever was. So I think there's a big lesson in that. I think there's a big lesson in Wemby being able to overcome the refs and last year's champions, the OKC Floppers, by being a villain, just embracing his dark side. It's one of the things I love from Tim Grover's book, Winning. Tim Grover was the trainer to Michael Jordan, who helped Michael Jordan get through those bad boy Pistons who were beating him up, helped him get stronger. Then he later trained Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade. But he wrote a book about winning, making friends with your dark side, making friends with your demons, and then just going and being willing to do whatever it takes to be authentic and go out and kick ass and dominate and not listen to the voices who tell you to tone it down, to chill. Because if you know what you want, and this is a beautiful thing, I saw an interview with Wemby from like his rookie year, 3 years ago, pop up, where the interviewer was like, damn, he's reached enlightenment. But he was just like, a lot of young players go and do stupid shit. I will never do that because I know what my goals are. I know what I want to accomplish, and nobody and nothing is going to knock me off that path of what I want, and nothing will stand in my way. I'm going to get what I want. That is a mentality that I absolutely love, and it's something that I have often failed at because my nature is that, but my nature is also has been built by nurture, the way I grew up, to be kind, to be thoughtful, to be giving, blah, 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 blah. And that's fine in certain situations. That's fine with certain people in your life, but not with everyone. And I'm learning from my 1-year-old who's a toddler, but has that natural drive and passion and intensity that we both have. My wife and I both have that, but we both have just crushed it down because of nurture, because of society, because of everything. And we're relearning now to bring that back out. But my kid is like, does not take no for an answer. If she wants something, and it's not just like being disobedient, it's not that at all. It's if she sets her mind on something, she's going to go get it no matter what, or she's going to get someone else to go get it for, like the mentality of like being so driven towards a goal and not taking no or later for an answer. Like, I want this and I'm going to go get it. Not throwing tantrums, but just like figuring out how I can go get it, and I won't be stopped, and I'll climb up the walls if I have to. Like, I love that. I want to instill that even more and help that to flourish, because my failures as a human and my failures as a man have come from squelching that down in order to fit in with society, in order to be nice. I'm not nice. I'm fucking crazy, and I am super intense, and I want what I want, and I know what I want, and it used to be, and nothing was going to stop me from getting that. And there's just so much all the time. Don't be prideful, don't be a narcissist, don't be a jerk, don't be an asshole, blah 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 blah. It's just like when you're sort of like on that line, you want to be a good person, you want to be kind and thoughtful, or you are naturally, but also you're like super driven. That is the challenge, the dichotomy of making friends with my demons and being like, no, you know what, that's cool, I can respect your opinion to an extent, but it's not going to impact me. I'm going to go get what I want. So get the fuck out of my way. And I'm relearning that from lots of different things. So if that's you deep inside and you're holding yourself back, and if you feel like a caged tiger that's squelched all that down in order to fit in and not be ostracized in society, and it's usually the people closest to you that are going to do it the most, and be like, chill, whatever, because if they don't have that, then that's super intimidating and also super difficult for someone to have to watch a person that they are close to change or grow if they're not growing and changing themselves. So change your circle, change the people you are around, change what you consume, change what your mental model is, what you're feeding yourself with your own voice in your own head, because the cage is invisible. It is invisible. And respect is something that comes, even if someone dislikes you for being authentic, there will be more respect for authenticity than there is for being a pussycat and being fake, because in the end everybody knows it, and you're going to be super just like hate yourself, so it's not worth it. So I might actually watch some of the finals now. I haven't watched the game forever, but I love Wemby's mentality. I love that he's like just this crazy alien that's 7'6" and can do everything that any player in history has ever been able to do, and has that Mamba mentality. So hola, buenos dias. That's awesome. I hope they win, and I hope that he wins 10 championships in a row, because that is how sport should be played, not the way the MVP like flops on 20% of his shots, and I despise that. It's like soccer. And the reason why American football players hate soccer, why America has never embraced soccer, is because they flop. Oh, I'm so in pain, I fell on the grass. And it's like just this dramatic acting BS that everyone knows is BS, because then they get up when they get the yellow card or whatever. Like, get up. Stop being just a baby and an actor. Like, nobody likes that in sport. That honestly is the reason why I think most American men have hated soccer forever. It's because of that flopping. And so when you bring that to basketball, which is a beautiful game, even when it's super physical, it's a beautiful game. You bring that flopping BS to basketball, like, nobody likes it. Nobody. No one likes it. And don't give me the, oh, Michael Jordan did that. Bullshit. No, he didn't. Like, no great players in history have ever like been great because they flopped more than anyone else. So I just despise that. Anyway, rant over. Go Spurs, and go you. break out of that invisible cage, be the lion or the tiger or the gorilla or whatever the heck it is that you want to be, the wolf, the eagle, be all that. Go get it, be authentic, kick ass.